And starting from position 1 is the A1 car of Callum Harper, who desperately looking for a better night than he had last night. Dramas in the first heat. Finds himself all the way down in 15th place in the point score after night number 1. So Callum Harper from pole position, starting on his outside in position 2 will be the W99 of Lee Aylett. Starting from position 3, the V0 of Lucas Roberts. Starting from position 4 is the W82 of Gary Higgs. Starting from position 5 in the W69, Nathan Masson turned some good laps last night. Starting from position 6, the W5 of Kevin Bell. Starting from the inside of the 4th row is the W34 of Dean Shaw, and the outside of the 4th and final row is the W2 of Ken Reid. 8 cars to start heat number 14. Not sure why Peter Wallinger was out on the circuit, but
he's come out of race early. Didn't want to do a Dean Shaw.
So yeah, Peter Wallinger will hold up there. I imagine,
to finish us off. Here's heat 14. 8 cars to go around, the green lights come on, and young Lee Aylett got the best of the dispatcher, is going to lead them into turn 1. So move out of turn 2, and Lee Aylett has burnt off the national champion. Here comes Gary Higgs in 3rd place. Lucas Roberts is there as well, along with Dean Shaw, but it's Lee Aylett who leads out of turn 4 the first time, and around the outside comes Gary Higgs as well. So the national champion may find himself back in 3rd place as they head out of turn 2 for the second time. Gary Higgs goes into 2nd place. Underneath them, Higgs comes the national champion again, almost in row and 3 as they come into the main straight as Lee Aylett runs wide. It's Lee Aylett just in front. Gary Higgs in 2nd place. Back there in 3rd place is Callum Harper. Lucas Roberts right behind them along with Dean Shaw. Back to Nathan Masson as Ding Dong Kevin Bell in a lot of trouble here in the main straight. Just gets off in the nick of time. Gary Higgs runs wide. Going into 2nd place now is the national champion. Higgs overshot the corner, loses some ground. Here comes Lucas Roberts, but it's young Lee Aylett out in front. He has got himself 8 laps to go to possibly win the biggest race of his career. Out in front at the moment, in front of this big crowd at Adwell Park. Leads by 2 car lengths on Callum Harper. Back to Gary Higgs in 3rd place. Then Lucas Roberts in 4th. Then Dean Shaw in 5th. Oh, he spun himself out. Oh dear, oh dear. Lee Aylett has spun himself out while in the lead. The yellow lights come on, and we have ourselves a stoppage in heat number 14. Rotten luck for Lee Aylett, who spins himself out while in the lead in heat number 14. 7 laps to go, the green lights are back on, and Callum Harper looking to win his first heat race of the national title. Right behind him is the wet veteran from WA, Gary Higgs, then Lucas Roberts in 3rd. Back in 4th place, it's the 34 of Dean Shaw as they come out of Pitts Bend at the halfway mark. 6 down and 6 to go. Into the main straight, Callum Harper has found his mojo all of a sudden. Skips away with a 16.557. Gary Higgs in 2nd place, back to Lucas Roberts and Dean Shaw. Nathan Masson, then Kenny Reid and Lee Aylett. Aylett in fact's gone past Ken Reid and is now challenging for 5th place as they come up 4-5 laps to go. Callum Harper, your race leader. 2nd place, the 82 of Gary Higgs. Trying to see the board, it's on 99. Lee Aylett back there in 5th place. Contact with Nathan Masson. To go for Callum Harper though. Leads down the main straight once again. Back in 2nd place, Gary Higgs and Lucas Roberts. Right behind Roberts is the 34 car of Dean Shaw. 5th place is still that of Lee Aylett. Back into Nathan Masson. The tail of the field is Kenny Reid. 2 laps to go as our race leader goes through. Callum Harper leads Gary Higgs. Back to Lucas Roberts, Dean Shaw. Battle certainly for 3rd as the white flag is prepared. 1 lap to go for our national champion, Callum Harper. This time around it's a 16.334. Gary Higgs in 2nd place. Back then in 3rd is Lucas Roberts. Right behind him is Dean Shaw in 4th. Back then to Lee Aylett and Nathan Masson, but the national champion will win heat number 14. First across the the line is Callum Harper. Second place, Gary Hicks, good set of laps. Third place will go the way of Lucas Roberts, just ahead of Dean Shaw. And that's where the battle raged for most. Fifth place will be Lee Aylett, then Nathan Masson in 69, and Kenny Reid.
Thinking, sorry, got you now. I was just thinking when Aylett and Harper are on the front row together, their grandfathers, Neville Harper and Peter Aylett, respectively, used to race against each other week in, week out, and all these years later, racing against each other in a national title. Their grandsons. Callum needed those points there to lock yourself into tonight's A main, and you must be happy to get that done and dusted.
Yeah, we need some points pretty bad. Still a long way to go. That might get us mid-pack 10 somewhere, maybe like that, but still a lot of work to do, but yeah, definitely helped.
A lot of people have got behind you to make the trip to Western Australia this weekend. Might want to thank some people. We got this opportunity.
All the crew guys have bid it pretty hard to come over here, but they all wanted to come over here and try and defend our title, and all the sponsors. Without all the sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do a thing. So, yeah, each and every person that puts in, yeah, thank them all.
Going to be tough to work your way through the field, but 40 laps a long race, anything can happen.
40 laps these days are a sprint race, but a bit longer than a heat race, but yeah, we'll see how we go.
All the best, Callum.
Cheers, thank you.
There he is, Tasmanian Callum Harper, third generation Super Sedan star, and the surname Harper, well known not just in Tasmania but on the mainland, and what a great contribution they've made to Super Sedan racing in this country.